Hello, everyone, and welcome to our first installment of Mac Daddy Brings You Small Streamer Sidebar, a short series in which I speak to some of the coolest streamers on the web. Today, I'll be interviewing one of the most criminally underrated streamers of our time, Cat Marco, or as I like to call them, Marco!
Yeah.
What
How you
is
doing,
good?
Mac Daddy-o?
I'm doing good, dude. I'm excited to have you as my first guest because I think you
I'm
are
your
the
first guest.
yeah, you're the first guest, dude. You're the smallest streamer so far. We're going in like follower order.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, but you already have
Yeah.
like kind of like a following behind you, so hopefully this does nothing but just elevate you higher.
Hopefully, and I really appreciate this, by the way. I think it's great. I would love to have more followers, but yeah, I started kind of recently, and I believe now I'm like in about 38 or something.
Yeah, I think when I found you first, you were at like 17, so you've
Probably,
doubled
yeah.
your follower count since I've been following you, which is amazing.
Nice. Yeah.
All right, Marco, you ready for the full interview? You guys ready?
I am ready.
How you doing, man? First question.
I'm doing great. Look, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like a kid. I am so excited about this. I'm like really happy. So yes, I'm totally ready.
Bet.
Go ahead.
Are you as nervous about being the first interview as I am?
I am very nervous, yes, because I've never done an interview before. This is my first time ever. And even though that nobody knows me, I still feel the pressure. So,
Hey,
but
man.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's good. It's a good nervous, yes.
Good. Now, Marco, how long have you been streaming total?
Oh, I have no idea. But I started a few months ago. I have no idea exactly when. But I believe probably like my first stream was like in February.
Oh, wow.
But I did it so like in between like once I don't know, like twice or three times a month. It wasn't really big. I started like doing it often probably 2 months ago maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, I would say that's probably around that time. So I've probably known you for what do you think that 2 months when you started doing it more consistently?
Yeah. I think so. 2 months. Right.
And I have said this to countless people, and I'll keep saying it, but you have a voice for radio, my dude. I'm not saying you're not a handsome guy, but holy smokes, you got a voice for radio.
I really appreciate that, man. And it honestly one of the reasons why I started streaming, it was so I could hear my own voice doing something I love, which is playing video games and singing.
And
And as
singing,
you know,
yep.
I'm not a native speaker in English, and I was feeling that my English was getting worse. So I said, how can I improve my English by talking if I don't have anybody to talk to? Because here I live in Chile.
Right.
Nobody speaks English here. Nobody. So I said, well, what if I just talk to myself and hopefully people will see me and enjoy games as much as I do and my crazy comments. And here we are.
Hey, here we are.
Yeah.
So, what made you decide to first learn English?
Oh man, what a great question. And it's also related with video games. One word, StarCraft.
Not
The f-
StarCraft.
yes, it's StarCraft. One of my favorite games of all times is StarCraft Brood War, the first one. I didn't like the second one as much. A lot of people hate me about that, but I didn't I didn't like it that much. But the first one, to me, it's one of the best games, if not the best game ever made. And when I played it as a kid, I was like 10 years old. I didn't understand pretty much anything.
I mean, you're
But
10.
I
Who
could
does?
Yes, but I, but I could feel that it was something strong about it that I had to learn it, and it was so interesting and good that I just started, doing anything I could to grasp the English and acquiring it by talking to random people, finding people online to talk to, listening to a lot of music. Music was also a huge part. Mainly the Bee Gees. You know, I love the Bee Gees a lot, and I
Don't we
heard
all?
them all day long, and I kind of learned exactly. Yeah, that is the reason. I wanted to understand games, like story-based games, and music, and it kind of just happened.
So you just developed the English language through osmosis?
I have no idea what osmosis is.
Just by like coming in, like you didn't like study it, you didn't go to a class. It just kind of like filtered into your head.
Oh no, both ways because I learned how to talk and understand it. Well, I actually learned it just by watching shows, watching movies,
Right.
listening to music, and playing video games. But I also went to college to study it, but with the purpose of teaching it
Okay.
because I'm an English teacher now because I
Oh.
exactly I love English so much and I did pretty bad at school like at everything except English. I had like the highest marks in the school in English, but everything else sucked. So I said, well, how to make a living? I'm gonna study English.
There
But I
you go.
already knew English when I joined, so it was basically I needed like the permit to
Ah,
teach it
yeah.
and make money.
Yep.
But make money. Yeah, that was about it.
Well, that's
And I
that's
love
sick,
it.
dude. Now I'm gonna
Right?
ask you, how do you sound so good live? You know, I've asked you this many, many times.
Yes, yes. Well, maybe you can notice now, but I do not sound as good here as I sound on OBS because in OBS I process the sound. And anytime you want to learn, I can teach you. I know I've said this before,
Yes,
but
we have.
we have to schedule something up because I basically I have a huge mic.
Oh, I see your
Uh,
huge mic.
yes, I love this mic. I love mics in general. Like I love audio. I love doing voices. And also I teach it with this. It's my work tool and my hobby tool. And I have a very cool mixer, like a really nice processor, a nice microphone, and now also I add like a processor, like software to OBS, so
Okay.
it sounds like very radio-like. And anytime I'm on stream, I actually feel like I'm on the radio, and it's such a great feeling. Like I feel like I don't know, wow, man, and it pumps me up. Like the other day, I was playing with my friend, my new friend, by the way, new follower, Milkers, and I was so
Milkers.
quiet. Yeah, mommy Milkers.
That's
That's her
great.
name.
Gotta love
Yeah,
it.
it is. Yeah, and I was all quiet, and she said, "Why don't you go stream?" And I was like, "Okay." And as soon as I put a microphone in front of me, I just need to talk. It's like a connection with the soul that I have to talk and just express myself, and it's beautiful, and I love it. And yeah, I also have like some knowledge and some spirit. I would say that I can tune my voice because you asked me, how do you have the voice? Well, it's a mixture between the software, the hardware, and also how do you position your voice? Because you have to understand, Mac Daddy O, the Daddy O, that the voice is an instrument. Many people tell you, like, oh, that is not your real voice. Oh, what is your voice, your real voice sound like? There is no such thing as a real voice. The voice is like a guitar. If you want to play a high pitch, you just close your fucking, the vocal cords, and you will speak really fucking high pitch. And if you want to talk like a bassier, you just open them up. But it's an instrument that if you know how to manage it and let the air flow in and out at the right pace and moving the right, equipment that you have in your own body, you will be able to produce sounds that you couldn't possibly imagine that you could do, but you can. Anyone can, and it's a wonderful thing. I love. Yes, sir.
Wow, dude. That was like a basic like vocal cords 101 that you just gave us, and I appreciate that. I'm gonna
Right?
try to think about that more as an instrument in here and not just something I make noise with.
Yes, that's great. Think about it, because it is. It is an instrument, and anytime that you want to improve the audio, I told you I can teach you the software I use. I can share it.
That'd be
And I can
great.
give you a lot of tips about voice because I love voice, man. You
No, I
know.
can tell, dude. You sound great even through here. I don't know what you're talking about. Where I don't sound good. No, you sound it. Can you
Thank you.
tell me and the folks at home, because no one's gonna know this about you, but you have a special catchphrase that I have
Oh,
a counter for. Can you
yes.
one hit us with the catchphrase, and then two, where did you first coin this catchphrase?
I knew you asked this. So okay, I have the answer. So the catchphrase is
In for a treat, folks.
yeah, yeah. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, that's it. That's the money, the honey drip right there.
Yeah. And honestly, I just started doing it, and I didn't even notice it was a catchphrase. You were one of the people who told me, "Hey, you do that a lot. It's like your catchphrase." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, it is." And I started doing it more and more, but it's really funny. Now, the source, it has kind of my spirit, like my touch. But the first time I heard it, it was in a movie I loved, called, well, I don't know, Tommy Boy, I think is the movie.
Tommy
Right,
boy.
with Chris Farley. Is that the
I'm
name?
pretty sure
Tommy
that's
Boy.
yeah. I'm pretty sure you got that one.
Yes. There's a scene when it's my favorite scene. There's a scene when the guy's like pitching to a cars dealer or something, and the guy like turns the little toy car on fire. Like, oh no, fire! Oh no, stop! And in one scene, he goes like, "Oh my god!"
Okay, so it's an offshoot of Tommy Boy. That makes sense for who I know who you are as a person. Like your
Right?
humor. Yeah, that checks out.
Yes, yes. That's how I took it from. But I put a lot more. I don't know, like noise and passion. But that's like the source. So there you go. That's the answer.
Wow. That I was like, gosh, it sounds like such a unique thing. Where did he hear anything close to that? But honestly, yeah, that checks out. Like the
Chris
comedian, like the
Farley.
vibe, Chris Farley. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes, Chris Farley.
Let me ask you a question. What made you want to start streaming? Now, you kind of answered this a little bit where
Yeah.
you use it to find your spirit and your radio thing. Do you feel like this puts you in a role that you don't play typically in life and that's what makes you want to do it?
Oh, that is such a perfectly put question. Is exactly what it is. It's exactly what it is. And I haven't even thought about it that way. But you phrased it, and I click. It is. It is that. It is that. I feel like in real life, I am not doing this like with such like noise and big thing and all the exaggerated faces and noises, and it feels like kind of who I am, and I could feel like I'd really put it online with my sweet mic and the stream, and the fact that I get a community, even though like it's the smallest community you've ever seen. It is such a lovely feeling. It's so great. I am really fucking thankful and appreciative of anybody who is joining me, especially you, because we're doing this. And I hope we go make it big, Magdaddy.
We are, man. We are.
We will.
We will.
And yeah, so basically, yeah, it was a mixture of many things. Number one, like as I told you, I felt that I love English like so much, and I have nobody in real life to talk to in English. Only online friends, and I do that a lot, like a lot, but only online. And I felt that my English was like vanishing away. Like, for example, sometimes or maybe all the time, you can hear like an accent. And like 10 years ago, people like American people told me that they thought that I was American because I sounded just like them. And now I can feel like like accent traces, and I'm not liking it because I've always heard American accent, so I was kind of fluent, but I didn't feel fluent anymore, and I was like, I need to practice it more to make it more fluent. I'm gonna start talking to myself while playing video games. I've heard about this thing called Twitch. I'm gonna do it. Who
This
cares?
thing
Nobody was
called
gonna watch
Twitch.
me. Yeah, and I started doing it. And also because I love video games probably more than anything else.
Yeah, no,
Like
I
I've
get that.
played video games since I was 5 years old, my whole life, and it was a mixture of everything. Also, that I am a very extremely, um, I don't want to say antisocial because when I find the right people, I am extremely social.
Yeah, no, yeah, I get you.
Yeah, but the majority of situations where I don't know anybody or they kind of give you like a weird vibe, like a fake vibe, which is very common. I'm not interested in going out of my house. So I spend most of my time at home, and I work from home as well.
It's kind of like the
So
dream, dude. I don't know what you're talking about. It sounds like exactly what I want to be doing.
right, I mean, it's pretty fucking amazing. It is amazing, and also a way to, try to connect with more people, talk to them in English, and at the same time playing video games. It felt like Twitch was the perfect place to do it.
Yeah, I agree.
And right, that's the reason. Huh?
That's sick, dude.
Yeah.
Do you
Right.
ever have you ever heard in multiple cultures throughout the world that they always believe that there are certain masks that we put on our faces when we want to do something? Like when you put on your teacher mask, you are, I'm assuming, a lot less animated, a lot less, expressive, and you're just kind of like by the book. Whereas when you put on your radio host mask, that's when you turn on the charm, the charisma, it oozes at you, my dude. And that's when I feel like you become more expressive. And they always say, especially in the Japanese culture, where one of our masks is our true self. And I believe your true self is the expressive, charismatic Marco that I know.
Yeah, dude, I'm loving this interview so much. That is such a great point of view. And funny enough, I read something on Instagram, I believe, about somebody. I can't remember who said it. Uh, it was like a philosopher or something that said, "I feel ashamed." I'm not gonna quote it exactly, but what I remember,
You're going to
he
paraphrase.
said, like, "I feel ashamed because I just realized that life was a custom party or like a mask party, and I showed up every day with my own face." And it's such a great quote.
Damn, dude, that
And
is a good quote. That's good. Oh, I
yeah,
like
I
that
don't,
a lot.
dude, it's so good. I don't remember who said it, but it was someone famous. I don't know if it was Kafka or Nietzsche or some of the famous guys. Um, but like going back to my own personal experience, absolutely, absolutely. This is myself. This is my true me. Let's say, like
Yeah,
the clown,
the clown.
all over the place, entertainer. I think I have sometimes like I have the need to entertain people. Something that really makes me happy.
Yeah, dude.
It's making people laugh. I love that. Like making people happy, and I feel like milkers message me. I just love the
Out of
name. I'm
nowhere,
telling
like
you,
milkers.
right? Anyways, um, oh my god, what am I saying?
I don't remember, bro. You were talking about how you were sad that you're wearing the wrong mask in life, I think is where we're at.
Yes. So when you told me that if when I teach I wear a mask, when I'm social gathering I wear a mask, when I stream I wear a mask, yes. And it's not maybe because I wanted to. It's because kind of uh, society kinds of tries to force you to be a certain way, to encapsulate into a certain pattern. Fortunately, when you're a teacher, especially English teacher in a country that nobody speaks English, you get to behave like an actor. You get to be like this. I can do this at work, like and do all the noises I do because students are so bored that when you do those noises and you kind of make faces, they they see it as something new. Oh my god, this guy is ridiculous, but he actually knows a lot. And I'm laughing. Maybe this is gonna be fun. Maybe I can participate more in class. Maybe I can do a little bit more than what I'm used to. And many students, not all of them, some students hate me. I'm the kind of teacher that you rather hate me completely or love me. I don't believe that they really love me, but they say it. You have to be careful there because they always say, "I hate you" or "I love you." You don't have to believe any. It's just a student, okay? They're gonna say anything. But what I'm trying to say is that you get to be into character when you're trying to be more entertaining while you teach something that you need to make them focus on you. So it's kind of good. But if you're in like a normal situation, you get stared like you're some freak. Like if I talk like this in a normal place, it's like, oh my god, what is wrong with this dude? so,
That's me
so I
every
guess
day. When I go to places, they're just like, oh, God, what's wrong with this dude?
yes, I get that a lot. I get that a lot. What is wrong with this dude, man? I mean, why is he so weird? and I'm not exactly. I mean, I guess it's kind of uncomfortable, but it doesn't really annoy me because it's who I am, dude. I mean, it brings me happiness to explode with emotions. I think that many people are so used to um I don't know how to say it, but like to retract themselves from themselves, to not express who they are and just go with the norm, and I can't. That's probably why I've never been able to hold an office job for more than 2 years. Like,
That's a long time to hold any job
well, maybe.
in today's
I
modern
don't-
society.
yeah, maybe.
Society.
And it's, we live in a society.
It's all society's fault.
Yeah, well,
Keeping you
but yeah,
down.
it is. It is. Masks are a real thing. Absolutely. Yeah.
I agree. I agree. All right, now, Marco, you've told us you're a teacher, and we've gotten a little bit to know you outside when you're not live on the webcam. Can you tell me what do you want to do with your channel? What's the goal? What do you see happening? Like the overall, this is what I want to be known for type deal.
Okay. What a great question. I've never thought about it as a goal because I just do it for fun. I just do it because it makes me feel good and it entertains me, and hopefully I can entertain as well other people. However, if I have to channel it into a focus, into a, like a goal, I would have to say that looking in long term, like a real, not real, like maybe an unrealistic goal, but possible goal. I would love to make a living out of this. That would be like a goal.
Oh, don't
Okay.
we
I
all?
would,
Yes.
yeah, like make a living out of just being goofy and playing and commenting on things like a radio host, and actually being able to make a living of commenting on video games, bro. I mean, Jesus Christ, what a dream.
Yeah.
That would be like the end goal. But my, I don't know, like closer goal, I think it would just be a place to create an environment, to create a virtual place that becomes reality in which people who are just, I don't know, bored, they join my stream and they can feel like, honestly, say to themselves, I'm going to listen to this guy who's going to make me laugh, and I'm going to have a great time here, and I'm going to relax. And if I had a bad day, hopefully this guy can make it a little bit better with his goofiness and his commenting and his playability with games and all. And hopefully also I can convince people to play 7 Days to Die, one of the best games ever made, because I always play that shit like all day. And yeah, those are like my goals, I would say. Yeah, to
Okay.
create a community of people who kind of get distracted in a very good way and in a fun way, and get to see my stuff, like it, and join by feeling relaxed. Okay, this is the funny dude again. I want to join him and have a nice, chill, listening session of goofiness and craziness while he plays, kind of like that. And if I can make it a living, bruh, that would be fuck.
Yeah, exactly. That
Such
would
a
be the
good dream.
moneymaker.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Hell yes, dude. So we've learned about the many faces of Marco. We've learned a little bit about your background. We've learned a little bit about your history. What game have you been dying to play on stream lately?
You mean a game that I haven't played?
I mean, either or. I know you're. I mean, 7 Days seems to be the number one.
Yes. Dude, 7 Days to Die. Just shout out to 7 Days to Die, man. I'm sorry that I have to.
Hey, don't wait, man. Don't worry about it.
No. Anybody who hasn't played 7 Days to Die, bro, I mean, you have to. I mean, wow. I mean, just wow, bro. It's so good. I play that a lot. It's one of my favorite games ever. Anyways, okay, the games that I play all the time that I always want to play, 7 Days to Die. I also play a lot of Age of Empires, all of them. I love them all. Um, I barely ever play StarCraft anymore, even though he lives in my heart. I barely play it anyways. Um, the games I've played the most are basically, well, 7 Days to Die, StarCraft, all the Age of Empires, the Hitman franchise, GTA franchise, Red Dead Redemption, and The Witcher probably. Oh, and Borderlands as well.
Oh yeah, gotta love
And
Borderlands.
yes, and the ones I always want to play are 7 Days to Die and Age of Empires all the time. Um. And recently, believe it or not, what, like a month ago, maybe a little bit more.
I don't believe it.
Give it, give it, maybe what? Give it take 2 months ago. I just found out. I believe like a month and a half ago. I just found out. I mean, I knew about it, but I've never played it. I played for the first time The Last of Us.
Oh,
It is
The
one of the
Last of Us. Yeah.
oh, bruh, it's one of the best games I've ever played in my life. I keep
Yeah.
replaying it over and over. It's so good. I fucking love it so much.
It really is that good.
I remember the game Days Gone. It feels like that. I played Days Gone first, but this one is like Days Gone, but better. But they're both good. Oh my god, they're so good. Oh god. And the one I would love to play is the new Stalker that I'm thinking it's gonna be released on November. Like it's like a Russian game.
Okay.
It's like a classic. I don't know if you've heard that. A new chicky briggy damn cat. No.
No, wow, you nailed that. Whatever that was.
Yeah, it's from the game, and it's like a cult. It has like a cult following. It's like a really weird independent game from Russia, but it like hit big with memes because they talk like that in the game.
Okay.
It's basically like a Fallout game.
Okay.
It's like a Fallout game, but from Russia. It's based on a movie, I believe, from the 70s. It's like a really, really old game from a real, even older movie, and it's really great. And they're releasing the next one this year.
Sick.
I also want to play Silent Hill because I've never played Silent Hill in my life, and I've heard like it's one of the best games ever. And there's a new one out there that looks beautiful, and I really want it, but it's so fucking expensive, bro. That I don't. I mean, what the fuck is that? Anyways.
What do you think caps off like a price point for you when you're about to play a game? Because I look at games coming out nowadays that are like $79.99, and I'm like,
Yes.
I'm not paying that much money
Exactly.
for 4 hours of possible entertainment.
Exactly. And let me tell you this. Whenever I see money, I see time. And it's not like I'm not paying anything above $50. No. For example, sooner or later, I believe later than sooner, GTA 6 is going to be released. Right? Probably in 2030. I don't know. Nobody knows. But GTA is going to be released. And they already said that it's going to cost around $100. I will pay $100 for GTA 6 because I see it in time and I know that I will spend hundreds or even thousands of hours in it.
Yep.
So to me, it makes sense. How do I divide that price into the amount of fun that I will have? It's priceless.
I mean, yeah.
Games like 7 Days to Die, Age of Empires, StarCraft, Wolfenstein, all the games I absolutely love. I know that I will spend so much time on them that even if they cost a stupid amount of money, like $100, I'll be able to pay it and happily because they will provide me with endless hours of fun. What is $100 to 5,000 hours, for example, I have on 7 Days to Die?
I mean,
I've
you would
been
just
playing
divide that by 2 decimal spots, so it'd be like thousands of hours divided by $500. Like, so let's say 5,000 divided by 100. So it's 100 divided by 5,000, really. So you're looking at like 20 cents an hour. That's what you're looking at.
You see? So when you were a kid and you spend a
25
couple of coins on the arcade machines, it's the same deal. And if you find such a beautiful, brilliant, endless fun game like, GTA, it's worth it. Whenever I see something, not only on video games, but on anything that I know I'm going to consume it right away and it's never going back, then I think about it. Why should I buy this? A burger? A coffee for $20? Are you stupid? No.
Yeah, I get you.
But if I get a game that I know I'm going to play for hundreds of hours, like 7 Days to Die, I have 5,100 hours on that game. Bruh.
Holy
Yes.
moly.
Yes, sir.
You weren't kidding.
Oh, I'm not kidding. I've been playing that game today. Oh, God, today. Today, I achieve, anniversary, tonight, Halloween, 8 years since I got it. Yes.
Wow.
And in 80 years, I have achieved 5,100 hours. So what is and that game back then, now it's more expensive, but when I got it, I paid $5. So it's basically $1 per 1,000 hours. What
That's
is that?
crazy. That's
It,
insane.
it's insane. It's the best deal of my life. The amount of fucking dude, I cannot even put it in words, but the amount of happiness basically that I've got from that game, it's priceless. I would pay $100 for that game, knowing that what I know. I understand that somebody new, wouldn't and shouldn't, but knowing what I know, it's a bargain. So that's my answer.
There
It
you
depends on time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Solid. I think that's a solid answer, Marco. And that's a good point to start our wrap up with this segment. So, Marco, thank you for being so welcoming and so excited to be the first guest on Small Streamer Sidebar with That So Mac Daddy. Can you give us any plugs that you would like to put in for this last couple minutes of stream?
You mean like a link?
Yeah, like what like
Or is-
your channels, plug your channels, your YouTubes, your stuff, your socials.
Okay, yes, I am very bad at socials, but I'm gonna try with my name. Cat underscore Marco. It's my stream name. Like I'm the same on Steam, on Discord, on Twitch. So if you wanna see me and follow me on Twitch, be more than welcome. It's cat underscore Marcos. That's CAT underscore MARCO, and that's it. And you will probably have a lot of fun. If you don't, well, but too bad for you. But I'll keep having fun.
Too
I'll
bad for
keep
you.
Yeah, I'll keep having fun. You're the one who's gonna miss it. But I hope you can follow and we can all have fun. And well, I feel actually honored that I'm the first one. I had no idea I was the first one.
Yeah, dude,
That's
you're the first.
great.
Yeah, I told you.
You
I
thought of
wanted to
me
make
first.
sure. I'm glad
That
that you
is-
think that's how you feel because I didn't want to put too much pressure on you for being the